Okay, so we're going to go over three types of squats. We've got the narrow, the regular and a wide one, and they're all getting different parts of the glutes, and they're not necessarily classic perfect squats from a gym standpoint. It's more about getting the back chain working and focusing on mobility in the hips. A lot of the time we're very tight in the front and the hip flexors, and we don't really move our hips much. We rely on the back too much to move. We want to get you moving those hips more. So you can start with, we're going to use the door handle to assist, because what that does is it stops you from falling backwards when you're getting enough range. Otherwise you'll end up with very shallow squats to start with. So as you get better and better, you can either come away from the door handle or you can just do a one-handed one. So I'm going to show the one-handed one today, but the angle with the two hands would be, like this. But we're going to do a one-handed one, and the other hand's just going to be out here. Key thing is always keep the toes down throughout all of these ranges of motion, and try to push through your heels rather than your toes. Okay. So the narrow one first. So bringing those knees right together. Now, if we were doing two hands, we'd have the feet right by the wall there, or by the door. In this case, I'm going to have it over here, and we're keeping the chest up, looking straight ahead, abs engaged, and throughout the motion we've got to keep those ribs open. We don't want to get down and start doing this, and if at any point you're losing your curve here instead of keeping straight, then you're actually putting a lot of stress on your back, and you're not learning the right pattern. So just come back up. If you get to a certain point, you're doing really well, and then it starts to tuck under, it means you've reached your limit of where you should go at that point. Just go to that point and don't go any further, so you can keep the form, and then as you get more flexible, start going a bit deeper into it. So here's the narrow one. So we're always keeping those knees above the ankles and not in front. So when we're down here, we're thinking about squeezing the middle of the bottom and the pelvic floor to get up. The regular one. And a wider one. So with a wider one, we're going to bring those feet quite wide like this. I'm just going to bring those feet more straight afterwards. Drawing the abs in and the pelvic floor. Okay, that's good.